Yo everyone, what is going on? NumbNexus here, bringing you guys here my top 5 favorite Mega Evolutions video. If you guys are enjoying the video, then make sure to give the video a thumbs up. It's so easy, quick, and simple to do, and it helps out the video as well as the channel itself, and I guess it shows it out as well. So honestly, it does a lot. It's just one click, so please make sure to do so. It's bottom down there somewhere. Leave your feedback down in the comments down below, as well as your own opinionated top 5 list. This will be my top 5 favorite Mega Evolutions list, so if you guys can support my opinions, I will support yours. So yeah, no hostility or anything like that, but this was very easy for me to make because of the fact that I don't want to say I hate Mega Evolutions, but I don't like it. I'm like in the middle in between it, you know, because it was a drastic change of the competitive scene, and you'd think, Nexus is probably gonna put in some competitive megas that he likes, right? Some kind of not, just kind of megas that I kind of like. So again, give the video a thumbs up, leave your feedback as well as your own top 5 in the comments down below. Leave some top 5 suggestions you want to see me do. I'm kind of working on the top 5 Bays one, but I don't want to do Bleach because all Bleach has is giant tits. All of them, that's all that Bleach has. So off topic here, we're gonna be moving on to the number 5 slot, which is gonna be Mega Camera Ups. Now, the first time I saw Mega Camera Ups, I was like, no, they did not give this little guy one. They did not. And the only reason, which you can see on the screen now, is why I was so hyped for this, is because I predicted this. I predicted this. I really legitimately predicted this. I was like, yo, I made a video 3 months before it was announced. I was like, yo, Mega Camera Ups and Mega Sharpedo are gonna happen, and here's why. And the video, it did okay the first time, but then when it was actually confirmed, the video blew up and went viral. And everyone's like, oh my god, Nexus, you called it. Oh my god, you called it. I'm like, yeah, tell your mama I did call it. Yes, I did. That's my nigga with the ears, though. That's Mega Camera. That's my boy Camel Light mixtape on the fire. Camel. I love camels. I'm so happy that Mega Camera actually became a thing and existed. It was purely off of speculation. I was just like, okay, the boss Maxi has a Camera Up and Archie has a Sharpedo, so wouldn't it make sense for them to get Megas? It was probably one of the most obvious things ever, but I was one of the early people to make a video about it, and like, even though everybody expected it, I still, made a video about it and called it, and I was like, yo, what's up? Just come check out my SoundCloud, peep that right now, my Uvu, my Snapchat, my MySpace, just come get me, bro, because this Mega came real. Even though competitively it's not the best, it's actually kind of poor. Like when they put down in top 5 worst competitive month, I would kind of see him in there, but like probably like, actually not, I don't know, because he hits extraordinarily hard. Like how hard he hits is ridiculous, but it's just the fact that he's not necessarily that bulky, and the fact that he's slow, it's really because he's slow. That's what really hinders him, because Mega Evolutions, they're trying to adapt and trying to make him better. And did I say he's not that bulky? Never mind. He's got like 100 defense and 105 special defense. What am I talking about? His HP doesn't contrast well with it because it maxed out like 344 or so. Unfortunately, he is not really fast enough to do the work. I mean, my nigga's base speed stat drops when he Mega Evolves, but they dropped it for bulk, so that's what some Pokemon did. Some Mega Evolutions, they do say that's like, oh, it's supposed to amplify the Pokemon. I mean, in a way, it just amplified it because it made him bulkier, but at the same time, it took away his ability, which helped him live moves that really hurt him. Like, example, he's really weak to Earthquake. He's really weak to like water moves, like Surf, Hydro Pump, stuff like that. And when it comes to competitive rare types like that, like ground types and water types, it just blows him away. I'm not gonna do that, but it just blows him absolutely away out the corner. And instead of 1 hump, instead of 2 humps, he has 1. And I'm like, bro? And instead of like a saddle or like rings or on the stomach, it's a freaking lava cake. And I'm like, I get it, because you find him in a jagged pass and it's a lava cookie on his body. That is a theory video. That right there, I called it. If you ever see anybody talk about that, come back to this video and say, hey, someone else said your punchline. Because I called that. I did. I don't even know if that's the thing, but he looks like there's a lava cookie burnt on the side of his back. But he's great. He hits extraordinarily hard. His special attack was buffed up incredibly hard. You got the sheer force ability, which is great for competitive use. And I guess they just gave him a great ability, and they made him bulkier. And I love him so much because of the fact that I'm very biased when it comes to this one, and Camera Ups is one of my favorite 3rd gen mods. So shout out to you, buddy. You glowing up. So glowing up. We're now moving on now to the number 4 slot, which is going to be Absol. Now, I know a lot of you probably watching this video are probably into that whole like metal phase, and I was in that phase, that whole scene phase and stuff like that, and I was biased about Absol when it comes to that, because like Absol, he just the inner metal in me was like, oh my god, I love Absol. He's so righteous, mate. Oh my god, he's such a rebel. He's so rebellious, and I loved Absol so much. And I kind of don't as much as I did back then. Like Absol is just there for me now. Like he's just there. All I know, and if anybody remembers 5th Gen competitive, please agree with me and tell the people. We all know that in NU, Absol was a monster. So strong that he was taken out of NU and put into RU. And now that he got his Mega Evolution, he's a solid UU Mon. Very great stuff right there. Very great stuff right there for him to be bumping up, like glowing up, getting all of these tier boosts as well. Not to mention, I was really biased too on Absol because of the fact that what made me really love him is the Jirachi movie, because again, I'm very anime movie based. That's kind of where the love for Pokemon really came for me, was the movies and the anime, not really necessarily the games. I fell in love with the anime and the movies, and then I got into the games. Well, I played the games first, and then I fell in love with more with the anime and the movies, and I've watched literally everything you could think of, and then I got more heavy into the games again. But Absol did get a buff. He got a buff in attack, which is stupid high. It is stupid high, bro. It went from 130 to 150. It was already stupid high enough, and now you can't even, like, it's hard to status inflict it. The only way that I see actually can status inflict it is if you get a skull burn, or if he's poisoned by toxic spikes, you know, or like Yawn. And I don't even think Yawn works. No, so you can't even put to sleep. My man can't even put to sleep. That's how strong he is. He's never put to sleep, ever. He became like an emo angel, jumped from like the symbolization of emos for Pokemon, and now he's like an angel. So it's like, I don't know, but he hits stupid hard, and he's now kind of stupid fast now. I mean, his speed stat jumped from like 75 to 115, which somebody with an attack stat like that and that speed, probably thinking in your head, why is he not used more? And ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you right now that his typing just sucks. Dark typing right now, actually in this meta, is incredibly good, but the weaknesses to it, just, I don't know, the weaknesses to it just aren't really good. I mean, fighting, steel, ground, one of the highest competitive typings out there, and when it comes to that, my man can't take any of that. He's very frail, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that he's frail. I'm not saying that dark types suck. Dark typing is freaking great, dude. Oh, we're not getting on that type. We're not getting on that topic though. But the fact that he's so frail is really what stops him. His HP stat is poor. His defense stats is literally below 60. My man does not live in anything. And he's just so frail, dude. Like, he's so good. Like, once you actually use the thing, and I don't know if most people have used it, I encourage you to use it. It's so underrated, but I'm telling you right now that his attack stat is stupid high and his speed stat is stupid good and stupid high, that it's so stupid that you're gonna keep saying that it's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's that crazy. You just heard my phone because I'm looking at the stats on my phone. So cool. Oh my god, people hitting up my DMs. Hello, please stop. Not on recording. But no, he's just stupid strong and really underrated, and I think it's worth a shot. So if you're watching this video and you've never tried Absol, Mega Absol, it's definitely worth it. Alright, forget any bug Pokemon, forget any fighting Pokemon. 2 weaknesses right there. 2 weaknesses. Think about the 2 weaknesses: an immunity and resist ghost types, which also got a crazy buff this generation. So dark typing is really good. Forget me saying that it's bad. It's extremely good, but it's how frail he is. That's why you don't see much of him. But now we're moving on now to number 3, which is going to be Mega Lopunny. All I need to say though is this is all the wrong reasons. There's no actual competitive bias me into loving this Pokemon. This is literally all for the wrong reasons. If you literally look it up / Rule 34 Google Images, that is the pure, strict reason why I like this Pokemon. There's no reason, no information, no editing at all to why I like this Pokemon outside of just Rule 34. You literally just look up in Rule 34, and that is the pure reason why I like this Pokemon. Sure, in OU it's great, it's stupid fast, and it hits ghost types, so literally nothing stops the thing, but hey, it's just a theory, a game theory, that this thing is so gorgeous that literally just look up Rule 34 and you are set. That is literally it. I'm glad you enjoyed this. I'm glad you now know what the hell now number 3 is on this list, and now we're moving on. Number 2, which is gonna be Absol. Absol, what the hell? I just said that. Ampharos, yeah, one cuss, no takes, one take. We got Ampharos in here, and like I say, you're probably thinking, why is it not number 1? A lot of people don't know it, but Ampharos is my all-time favorite Mega of all time. I first saw this thing, and I always use Ampharos in 5th Gen competitive NU. I always used it. I always did the spec set. I'm not even kidding. You can go watch my old videos. I always use Ampharos. In those videos, I gas up Ampharos. I use Ampharos in freaking UU, dude. In UU. Now we got Diggers, B and UU. No, we're not doing that. But you even use it in UU. In regular Swampert was very common in UU, like the defensive set. And I would just slap HP Grass on it and it was specs. So you would, of course, it's gonna one shot. And just boom. Like I used the thing so much in UU that it was so fun to use. And I strictly use it in UU because Zapdos is a pain to me. And I just boom. Zapdos is very common in UU. I mean, more common than it is now. It was recently dropped into UU, but at that time, oh my god, it was in every single UU team. It's just annoying. I was like, yo, I can't do this. And Staraptor was UU for a little bit too, and I could not deal with that. So I specs Ampharos, I'll tell you what. But I think it hits stupid strong when the specs. And what they did is actually incredible that I did not expect. They actually made it bulkier, and I did not expect that. I thought, hey, maybe they're gonna make it faster, but they did not. It actually made it slower. But it's not that bad because they exchanged the speed stat for bulk, and now he's bulk, and now he's, I'm sorry, I just said that really weird. But now he's really, 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 really bulky. Like I'm talking about like defense, special defense, bruh, they're like over 100 now. Like his special defense is 110 and his defense is 105 with 90 HP, which almost hits 400 points in HP, which is extremely good. If you're getting close to the 400 points in HP, you're bulky. It's just that easy to understand. And like now you can even be a mixed attacker because his attack stat is like almost 100, it's 95. So really, the only thing that's bad about Mega Ampharos is his speed stat. Otherwise, he's great. He's fantastic competitively. He's so bulky now. You can even run a bulky set. No, I'm a bro Joey Pokemon. He runs the Rest Talk set with Dragon Pulse Volt Switch. I'm like, yo. And Ampharos is so bulky that he even gets Cotton Guard because they made it a Dragon type. I mean, he gets Cotton Guard regardless, but they made it a Dragon type too. Let's talk about that. That they made him a Dragon type. And I want you to know that Electric Dragon was going to be my favorite typing of all time because when I saw Zekrom, I was like, yo, I love this thing. And Zekrom, if I made a top 5 favorite legendaries, he'd be in there. But is that going to be a video? It's probably going to be a video. I'm not saying anything else about that, but Mega Ampharos having Electric Dragon is the second only Electric Dragon Pokemon to ever exist. We have Zekrom, which was the only one, and then now Mega Ampharos. And as being a hipster, the less there are, the more I like it, and it's just naturally in my genes, and I'm honestly just a pussy, and I hate that about myself. But we're not gonna talk about that. We are talking about Mega Ampharos and how great it is. It's in the UU tier, which means it's in the second most competitive tier right there, boom. And right now I can tell you that this thing is very good in that tier, even though it does have the weaknesses to Fairy and Ground and Dragon. So 3 weaknesses. Honestly, the less weaknesses a Pokemon has, the better. I mean, Spiritomb, even though he was barely used, he still hit like a truck, and he had like no weaknesses, but it's because, it's Spiritomb. But Sableye, who had no weaknesses at all, was very commonly used in the OU tier, and still today it is, even with a weakness now. So the less weaknesses a Mon has competitively, the better it is. And I can just say right now that Ampharos competitive is very good. It hits stupid hard, dude. Like, can we talk about the special attack stat? 165? 165. Whose idea was to give a dragon Pokemon 165? Well, they had to think of some way to nerf it, and that would be the speed stat. That it's not relatively that fast, and once you wear it down, and it doesn't really have any reliable recovery outside of rest, so once you wear it down, it's gone, it's out, it's done, that's it. All you gotta do is get a Pokemon that's faster than 45 base speed. And what's faster than 45 base speed? Almost every Pokemon in the game is faster than 45 base speed. So it's so easy to kill, honestly. It's easy to kill, but like, it hits stupid hard. Like when you hit something with it, like no one's gonna appreciate a Dragon Pulse, even if this is no one, dude. Nobody. Now we're gonna talk about the number one, the one you've all been waiting for, the Don, the God, the legend, the gorgeous, beautiful thing, Diancie. You probably were always thinking, Adina, get that trash out of my face, dude. We got Diancie, the legend. Let me talk about Diancie. Let's talk about Diancie for a little bit, all right? Diancie, we can tell you right now, I've always loved this thing since I first saw it in X and Y. And a lot of people didn't like it. And I was like, what? Huh? And I guess it's because, they didn't really give it a shot, but this thing is stupid bulky. And it's stupid bulky, but the thing that really stops it from being too stupid bulky is the fact that its HP is literally 50. So otherwise, its defense stats are like a Shuckle, except like 100 points less. Like Shuckle's got like 230 in both. I was gonna say 250, 230 in both, and Diancie has like 150 in both. So I guess it's like that, you know what I mean? but like with really poor HP similar to Shuckle. Therefore, it's in a very low competitive to use tier. But this thing eventually got a Mega Evolution, which is probably the smartest way they could do a Mega Evolution, and probably my most favorite way on how they've done a Mega Evolution. They completely changed it at all to where Diancie and Mega Diancie are used in completely different ways, both competitively. I mean, sure, they may look similar, kind of, maybe, sort of, I don't know, but in competitive use, they're completely different at all. And as you can see from most of the mons that have been on this list, outside of like Absol, almost all of them are used in completely different ways from their original form. Like they've completely changed them. Sure, the designs may not be that similar. That's what my list was compromised of. But outside of Absol, all of them have been changed completely. Like where Cameron is down slower, but hits harder and bulkier. Ampharos is slower, hits harder and bulkier. Lopunny is much stronger. It's stupid fast, stupid strong, stupid better looking. It's like, and it's ghost type, so nothing really stops the thing outside of like nothing. That's why it's so good in the OU tier. And Diancie, we're going to a low HP stat, bulky Pokemon with a lot of weaknesses and destroyed by steel Pokemon, to where now it goes Mega Diancie, which becomes stupid strong, stupid fast, decently bulky, and still a shit HP stat. So they literally, what they did is they buffed every single stat. You know, Mega Pokemon, of course, they never touched the HP stat, but they buffed every single stat stupid high. Let's talk about this. So they completely swapped the defense in attack and speed. So the defense to attack and the special defense to speed, which I like that a lot. That's probably my most favorite way they've done a Mega Evolution, which made me fall in love with it. Not to mention the design, it's like a queen now, so I like that. But it went from having 150 stats in defense and special defense to having 110 in both. But the fact that they gave the speed stat 110, which if anybody doesn't play competitive mons, 110 speed stat is fantastic, like it's super good. The fact that they did that and gave it literally like 160 defense, 160 special attack and attack is ridiculous. Now you're probably thinking, how did they change it that much? Well, the defense stat, they swapped it with attack and speed. Attack and special attack. I don't know why I was saying speed. Attack and special attack. Like they made it from a completely defensive mon to a completely offensive mon, like 100%. To where now you play them completely differently. Where Diancie uses the Trick Room setter upper, maybe some hazard control, suicide hazard control with like Trick Room, something like that. To where the Mega one is used as just a sweeper. It's straight up a sweeper since it's so like weak to bullet punch priority, which Scizor just is loving the OU tier right now. So Mega Metagross. And a lot of other fighting Pokemon can use Bullet Punch as well. So it's just not safe to, you know, really keep the thing around long, which it doesn't really stay around long. It's just there to break through someone's team very fast and very strong. That's what it is. You know, it's a very good wall breaker killer. It's, oh my god, I love Mega Diancie. It is so played completely different. Not to mention you can't really get the thing status inflicted because it also has magic bounce, just like Mega Absol. And not to mention it's stupid strong. Can we talk about a stupid strong? It gets speed stats, setup moves like Rock Polish, and is. I love Mega Diancie. I don't want to ramble on too much, but I love Mega Diancie. Same typing, of course, but it's still really weak to Steel, which is ×4 actually. It's weak to Ground as well with Earthquake. It's neutral to Fighting, and like right there, all the offensive, you know, types right there, it's really weak to. So you're probably thinking, shouldn't the thing be lower? But no, it's stupid strong and stupid fast to where it can just it says screw it to the weaknesses and just kills them. It just kills them. But that is going to be it though for this list. So if you guys enjoyed, please leave your own top 5 in the comment section down below, as well as your feedback, and give that video a thumbs up. I'm sorry about the robotic voice, but I love Mega Diancie so much and the things I do to Lopunny. But that's really going to be it. So if you enjoyed, yeah, click that thumbs up. It does support the channel and it would be most appreciated. And I've probably rambled on long enough in this video, but I like to ramble when it comes to these top 5s. You know, like some people will have like 9-minute top 5s. And I'm like, how? Because I ramble so much. I like to really drop the insight. I like to drop the heat, you know? I like to really drop the heat and just chat. Like, I could talk forever. That's how much invested I am in mons. I could literally talk forever, you know? I really could. But that's it. So if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Leave your own top 5 in the comment section. I repeated this like 5 times all the time. Leave it all suggestions of also other top 5 that I should do, as well as top 5 base, please, because I don't want to do Bleach. I don't want to do Bleach, so please something else. And yeah, that's it. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys next time.